Well, the time we all feared yet knew was coming has finally come. The moment when people move beyond simply screaming, "Lock her up," or laughing maniacally as Donald Trump menacingly calls the press the enemy of the people. As of the time of this filming this, multiple bombs have been intercepted, having been sent to people or organizations which all have one particular thing in common. They have all been vilified by Donald Trump, reviled by Donald Trump, maligned by Donald Trump, and share the venomous crosshairs of Donald Trump. And now it seems they all find themselves also within the crosshairs of a domestic terrorist. Bombs have luckily been intercepted near the homes of, or before arriving at the homes of, Democratic activist George Soros, Democratic Secretary of State Hillary Clinton, and Democratic President of the United States Barack Obama. But it doesn't stop there. Capitol Police have intercepted a bomb addressed to Democratic Congresswoman Maxine Waters. And one also found its way to Democratic Congresswoman Debbie Wasserman Schultz, but was addressed to former Democratic Attorney General Eric Holder. In addition to these, CNN's New York offices were evacuated following the discovery of a suspicious package containing another apparent bomb. The NYPD was dispatched and responded in force to remove it, and the package was addressed to John Brennan, the former director of the CIA and vocal critic of Donald Trump. Brennan is a contributor to MSNBC, not to CNN, but I guess because there's so many of them, it's hard to keep all of Donald Trump's enemies of the people straight. This isn't a coincidence. Donald Trump took the unprecedented action of revoking John Brennan's security clearance after having tweeted some of the following about him from his real Donald Trump account. Quote, "John Brennan is a stain on the country. We deserve better than this." Quote, "John Brennan, no single figure in American history has done more to discredit the intelligence community than this liar. Not only is he a liar, he's a liar about being a liar. Quote, gone off the deep end, disgraced and discredited, largely responsible for the destruction of the Americans' faith in the intelligence community. He's famously been attacking Obama and Clinton for years and has on numerous occasions declared the press, and specifically CNN, the enemy of the people of the United States. Donald Trump is a vile and disgusting presidential impersonator who has spent much time encouraging and infusing a celebration of violence into American politics. He has endeavored to incite partisan and sectarian violence, the likes of which we have never seen coming out of the mouth of a president of the United States. Just a few minutes ago, this dangerous encourager of domestic terror had the audacity and shamelessness to say this.
And I just want to tell you that in these times, we have to unify. We have to come together and send one very clear, strong, unmistakable message that acts or threats of political violence of any kind have no place in the United States of America.
One more time, in case you were laughing too hard to hear that sick hypocrite's whole statement. Quote, in these times, we have to unify. We have to come together and send one very clear, strong, unmistakable message that acts or threats of political violence of any kind have no place in the United States of America. Unquote. This coming from the man who was offered to pay the legal bills of his rally attendees who attack protesters. This coming from a man who said that maybe the Second Amendment people would be able to take care of Hillary Clinton before she, if elected, was able to appoint a liberal justice to the Supreme Court. And this coming from a man who just yucked it up in Montana and showered praise upon Congressman Greg Gianforte for body slamming a reporter who asked him a question. Acts or threats of political violence of any kind have no place, huh? Fuck you, Donald Trump. Is he kidding? He's so stupid that he doesn't understand the power and influence of his words and therefore isn't fit for office, or he is a dangerous, calculating tyrant who hopes to incite others to violence in his name, and likewise isn't fit for office. For it is Donald Trump himself who is not only a disunifying influence, he seeks to disunify us. That is his motive, his objective. That's been the operation this entire time. He can't talk about unifying at 2 p.m. and then say, fuck CNN at 8 p.m. tonight at his jackass rally in Wisconsin, and tomorrow, and the next day, and the next day. Either change or stop pretending you care that Democrats' lives are being targeted with bombs. And finally, and most importantly, if the Republican Party actually cares about unity and healing of this nation, they must renounce this madman. They must call for his resignation. And if he refuses, they must remove him. Hey, everybody. Listen, thanks for checking out the video. This is a giant topic and there's so much involved. Check out the podcast if you want to hear more. We're going to go into a lot more detail on this topic. You can go to Dollemore.com to subscribe. You can find it on Apple Podcasts. We're on Spotify, Google Podcasts. Again, this is important. We'd love to have a conversation with you about it. Check us out.